The call came at 2:47 a.m. No greeting, just silence, then breathing. And somewhere between the static, a voice whispered, "It's done." By the time I reached the warehouse, the air reeked of copper and rain. The lights hummed low, one flickering, as if hesitant to witness what it saw. A man lay against the concrete, eyes open, throat painted red. His badge glinted beside his hand. Detective Cole Mason, my partner. He shouldn't have been here, and I shouldn't have been the one to find him. Outside, thunder rolled across the empty city, slow, deliberate, like the sound of justice waking up. They called it a robbery gone wrong. I called it impossible. Cole never worked without backup. He never chased ghosts. Yet his phone logs showed one last call, a restricted number, 38 seconds long. I spent the next 2 days buried in reports, sifting through the noise. Every piece of evidence led nowhere, until I noticed the timestamp on his final case file, 2:41 a.m., 6 minutes before he died. The file was sealed by someone in internal affairs, someone who shouldn't have had access. That's when the quiet part of my mind whispered, he found something he wasn't supposed to, and whoever killed him made sure it stayed buried. I stopped sleeping. Every sound in my apartment felt amplified, the refrigerator hum, the distant siren, my own heartbeat counting seconds I couldn't afford to waste. The deeper I dug, the more I felt the city breathing against me. People avoided eye contact. Conversations ended when I entered the room. Even my captain's voice turned measured, careful, as if rehearsed. Cole's notes were my only map. Hidden between lines of coded reports were initials, HG, and the word shipment. It wasn't drugs, it wasn't money, it was evidence. Evidence the department had buried. By the fourth night, I realized the truth wasn't out there in the city. It was sitting right above me, behind polished glass offices, wearing badges like armor. The fear stopped being about who killed Cole. It became about how many others watched it happen. I broke into the Internal Affairs database at 3:12 a.m. The access trail was clean, but the contents weren't. Videos, reports, audio files. One in particular made my stomach turn. A body cam clip from a traffic stop 3 months ago. Cole's voice, calm but firm, "Turn off the camera. We can't file this." The man they stopped, a city council aide, was bleeding, handcuffed, whispering names. He never made it to booking. The recording was marked archived, meaning erased from the system, but not from the guilt. And in the corner of the file's metadata, I saw it. Uploaded by Capt. Henry Grant, HG. The case wasn't random, it was containment. Cole got too close, and I was next. I didn't call the press, I didn't storm his office, I waited. At dawn, Grant stepped out of headquarters like every morning, coffee in one hand, confidence in the other. I was already there, sitting on his car hood with a USB drive between my fingers. He froze, eyes narrowing. "You think you know what you're doing?" he said. I smiled, the kind you wear when the game is already over. "I already did it," I replied. "The files went to the Attorney General's office an hour ago. Copies to every news outlet in the city." He didn't blink, just exhaled, slow, controlled. "You ruined your career," he said. "No," I said, "I ruined yours." For the first time, he looked small, a man realizing the walls he built to protect himself were collapsing from the inside. They called me a whistleblower. They called him a disgrace. They never called it justice. Cole's name was cleared, his file unsealed. But the city didn't change. It just grew quieter, like it was holding its breath. I walk past the precinct sometimes, watching the lights burn through the night. Different faces, same silence. People ask if it was worth it. I don't answer. Because truth isn't about peace, it's about exposure. And justice? Justice never sleeps.